Hey everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos. My name is Deliora, and today we are going to be redesigning some of my old characters. And yeah, that's basically the challenge. Let's get into it. First off is this girl. So, she wasn't really an OC, she was kind of just one that I drew like this one time, I'm pretty sure. But looking through my old sketchbooks, I thought she was pretty cute, and I thought she had a lot of potential. I do keep quite a bit, but I also do change quite a bit. I keep her colors similar, not quite the same. I do make her hair a lot longer, and it's not a full body piece like the original one is. But I also like to put more focus onto like expressions and such, and I think it's easier when the face is closer. I'm trying to put most of these into like a shared universe. At least the first two would be a part of my New Journey story, which I've made a video on if you want to go check that out. And yeah, overall, I just wanted to make her, like, I wanted to keep kind of the same, like, sassy energy while also kind of clearly showcasing the growth, because I think this one was back in 2020, I think early 2020 from what I remember. And although I had gotten into alcohol markers at this point, which was like my main medium for quite a while before I got into digital, I didn't know that like lining a piece, like doing line art, was really a thing. I would do the line art with pencil and then just colored that, and then that was how I did it. Yeah, and I didn't really do like shading or anything either. It was kind of just, yeah. But yeah, I tried to keep a lot of the things similar, or at least the same. I kept her little like sash thing that she has on her hips. I did change her top because honestly I'm not sure what her top is supposed to look like in the original. And then I added quite a bit. I moved her tattoo from one arm to the other just so that it would be actually visible in this piece. I gave her a bag with like potions and stuff on it. I imagine she's probably like a thief, like a rogue kind of thing. But I do imagine that she has some form of magic. Maybe it would just be to enhance her deception or something. But yeah, I imagine she goes from town to town, kind of just like tricking people and like stealing money from them, and then I imagine she also steals like ingredients for her potions and stuff. I'm not completely sure how to pronounce the name that I gave her. I think it's Lamia, I think. I'm not 1000% sure. I also, yeah, I do change the colors slightly, especially on her tail, just because they were a little too warm, I think, and I made her accent color gold instead of silver, so I feel like I needed to make her tail a little bit more green. But I honestly really like her. I think that I did a pretty good job doing like rendering and everything. I think she's very pretty. And yeah, other than me just doing like a little bit of tweaking with her magic and stuff, she's pretty much done. I hope you guys like her, and moving on to the next one. So this next girl is named Naomi, and she was the only one that originally was supposed to be in like a specific universe. I designed her to be in the New Journey universe, very early on in its development, actually. The first sketches that I did were in the same sketchbook that the original drawing is from. And I just, as cute as she is, I think she's really cute. I don't think specifically that her outfit really fits into the high fantasy kind of thing. And I also don't think that her looks really informed the personality that I, like, had for her. She was always supposed to be, a character that they ran into at a tavern that would, you know, that they would meet up with, and, you know, like, story things happen. But she was always supposed to be that, and I just never really had that inform who she is, or, like, her design at all. So although I did keep a lot of it, like, I kept, the patterns on her tail, and I kept her, like, hair gradient, and I kept most of the colors pretty similar. I don't think I made them a bit more blue than they are in the original. But yeah, I tried to, like, have a design that made just more sense in universe than her just wearing, like, a crop top. But yeah, I don't know why both of them have an eye covered, the same eye even. I think that was just, I think it's just that phase that all artists go through where they just, all of their characters only have one eye. But yeah, I was really struggling with how to do her eye because I don't really draw eyes with lashes that go multiple directions very often, so I was struggling a bit with that. But other than that, I think she was honestly pretty easy to draw because her design isn't very complicated. Because yeah, she's just a snake girl with, you know, like, she's just holding a prop and she has a cute shirt on. Like, there's not much that's super complicated, which, you know, not all designs, especially for, like, designs that you're gonna put into a comic, need to be super complicated, so I think I did good with that, with not making it super overly complicated. But yeah, so I imagine that, she's specifically from, like, a specific tavern. I can't remember what it's called specifically. I think it's, like, it has something to do with, like, a bird. I don't specifically remember the name. It's like a night crow or something. But yeah, I imagine that she would meet up with the team there. She would give them some helpful information about the town that they're in, kind of like I mean, like, they're in a tavern. There's always gonna be, like, that's the exposition spot. Even if you're, like, writing. And I mean, it's not, like, a bad thing to have that be where your exposition is. I don't think so, at least. But yeah, a lot of this is just me, like, shading and, you know, doing extra stuff. Again, I'm sorry if, like, my commentary just isn't very good. I've had this video in the works for a while, but I got sick, and then, I'm going on a trip out of state, so I have to get this recorded at some point, since it's just already been such a long time since my last one. Oof. Okay, so this is a character that honestly I think I did kind of a bad job redesigning, quote unquote. This is also probably one of the cringier characters that I have. So her name was Heartbreaker. Like, that was her legal name. It was what her father decided to name her, which is, you know, stupid. But she was also just a really important character, as stupid as her name is, and I don't think I drew her very well here. But yeah, so Heartbreaker was, again, a very dramatic, like, middle school character. Of course, she's a cat girl, but her father was a demon, and he was a Like, he was like a prince in hell or something. I honestly... It wasn't good. Also, like, none of that really ever came into play when I was, like, writing a story for her, really. Like, other than her dad just being an awful person. Like, there wasn't much that had to do with it. She had two older siblings. One of them was named Void. Again, very middle school of me. And I can't remember what her older sister's name was, but she was like a soldier in a war that they had. Again, very just middle school crappy world building kind of things. But she was always like pretty alternative. A lot of the time I would like listen to NF songs while I was drawing her, which I mean isn't that like edgy really, but that was a huge inspiration when I discovered him like as an artist. Still really like his stuff. I still listen to him quite a bit. But yeah, I don't think that this is like bad. I don't think it looks like the character design itself I don't think looks bad, but just the way that I tried to draw it I don't think looks great, like the pose and stuff. Not to mention I just also changed quite a bit. This also isn't the best reference image of her. I'm sure I have a better one. I just couldn't find it. Then again, I have so many sketchbooks. I promise I'm gonna come out with probably like an old sketchbook tour because I have just so many. Here's another even older character, actually. Her name is Elle. Not like the name Elle, just the letter. And she was a creepypasta OC that I had. Specifically, she was a character that I shipped with Jeff the Killer. And, canonically, in this, like, weird, universe that I had, I was their child. Not me, but, like, my persona kind of character was their child. Which is just so edgy and unnecessary of me. She did have actually like a pretty fleshed out backstory and personality. She had a backstory that like isn't good or original, but was fleshed out. There was a comic and everything. It was very bad. But yeah, essentially, she was tortured and they used, like, experimental, like, drug medicine on her because she had powers that really, like, her powers didn't inform anything. She just had, like, telekinesis, pretty much. It was just bad. It was bad, but, I really like this picture of her. I think I did a good job. Her face is scarred because they, like, electrocuted her face, but they put, like, drugs in it. I don't know. But, yeah, there she is. I don't think it's bad, but, definitely not great. Hi, that was very thoroughly embarrassing, but I hoped you like me, redesigning these. Comment if you would like to see more, or any thoughts about these. Hope you like the art, and bye, I'll see you later.